Hello guys, welcome back. So today there's an interesting stock which I wanted to discuss is the Coromandel Fertilizers or Coromandel International Limited. Now, as we all know, this is in the fertilizer sector, right? And we already discussed one stock from the sector this weekend, last weekend, which was Kython Chemicals and Fertilizers. Now, if you see the resemblance, both the stocks have given a very good breakout this week, or in fact today, into the all-time highs, which Kython Chemicals gave a 10-year rectangle breakout, and here Coromandel already gave a breakout somewhere in June, and now this is a follow-through breakout after 5 months consolidation. Now, this sector as a whole is kind of moving up. Right now, that's something which you need to notice, and probably the sector could be hot sector in the next couple of years. Now let's see the reasons, right? So here, if you see, since 2009, I've just drawn a parallel channel which connects these two touch points, and I just drag the channel to these two touch points here. And if you see, it acts as a beautiful parallel channel, which actually was broken out with a very good set of volumes in June this year, right? Now, this is a 10-year parallel channel, as I said, with all-time high volumes, so which means there are biggies buying this, and it's not something that we are buying. Retail cannot generate this kind of volumes here. And before that, in if you see, we kind of made a double bottom here in 2018, right, and 19, and the COVID crash hardly had any major sell-off, right? So that all shows that this stock is strong and this can head much higher. And after this breakout here, we had a 5 month consolidation. And then last month was a very bullish candle. That was a big, strong monthly candle. And then now we had this dip last week, and now we are closing above this probably the next 2 days and this month. Now, this is a 5 month breakout, a 5 month nice consolidation. Now, the interesting part is here the risk is really less. The stop is around 680. So if you're entering this today at around 850, the stop loss is 680, right? So that's how much, 170 point stop loss. Now that's hardly 20% for a stock that you're investing in. Now this is what I call a very good risk reward setup for an investment candidate, and I hope no one misses this. And you should invest in this stock, and I see a lot of potential for this stock to go higher in the next few years. Now I will be updating stop losses as and when we review the stocks regularly, right? So that's the technical analysis for the stock. Parallel channel breakout in June, followed with a consolidation and again a breakout with very good set of volumes in the recent months. Now, quickly jumping into the fundamentals, this company is a leader. It has a 25,000 crore market cap, and it is trading out of 18.7 PE, right? So, usually sectors which are hot tend to trade in very high PEs, but the interesting part in this sector is that the earnings are catching up very fast. In fact, when I look at the profit and loss, you will get to see those numbers. Now, the return on capital employed is around 26%, and the return on equity is 27%. These are brilliant numbers from this company, and everyone must focus on quality companies. And this is what you call a quality company, generating 26% COE, ROCE, and ROE of 27%. The promoter is holding decent shares in the company, so there's nothing to worry about there. Now, some other things that I want to see is interest coverage ratio and the debt to equity. They hardly have any debt, at least compared to what their assets are, what their cash is. And here, even the interest coverage is pretty high, right? So nothing to worry about in terms of debt or the ability to pay back the loans. Here again, some of the pros, if you see here, the company has reduced debt. It is almost debt free. We look at that in detail, and good profit growth and good return on equity as we discussed. Now, yeah, as I said, this is one of the biggest players, and it is ought to have some good strengths in its sector, and I hope they can, take advantage of that. And if you see the debt here compared to the next biggest player, right, the debt is pretty low, and that's what I think they have a very good advantage here in terms of fundamentals. Now, coming to the profit and loss, so they were doing kind of a 10,000 crore sales for the last 2014 to 2018, and then this jumped to 13,000 crores, and now it is almost at 14,000 crores this year. So the sales is kind of increasing now at a decent pace. So if you see the last 3 years, CAGR is around 9%, and if you include this year, then it's around 10%. and the profit growth is astonishing, right? It's a 30% profit growth in the last 3 years. So from 1,000 crores, they're doing almost 1,800 crores to 1,800 crores this year. Now, this is something which you need to notice, right? Now, a share will tend to outperform when you have very good profit numbers coming from the company, in spite of a mediocre increase, not a mediocre, in relatively to the profit, the sales is growing at just 9%. Now, the interest here, if you notice, also has come down to 150 crores. They were paying around 200 crores almost constantly, and that is reduced to 150 crores around. And coming to the balance sheet, and if you look at the borrowings, it has come down to 500 crores. That's a massive reduction from 3,000 crores or even 2,000 crores, right? So that's pretty good. And maybe they have done all their investments in terms of the assets that they need to do, and they don't have any idea of taking any more debt. Obviously, even the gross block here is pretty high. They have done the investments probably, and they're just trying to reap now the rewards for all the investments and the money that you have invested. So that's it, guys. So it's a pretty good, solid company. Awesome technical charts, parallel channel breakout, consolidation again breakout, and awesome fundamentals with very good ROC and ROE numbers. Amazing profit growth. I have no reason why no one should not invest in this company. Uh, so please go ahead, do your own research before you invest, and I hope this gives us good returns in the next few years. Thank you.